Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Among.stouts. If you're new here, my name is Samantha. I'm a new homeschooling mom of 4 kiddos. In today's video, I wanted to share with you some recent book purchases that I got off of Amazon. I'm not sure if the sale is still going on, but they recently had a buy 3 for the price of 2 sale, and I picked up a few books from it. Some of the books that I purchased that I'm not sharing with you guys in here is because I've already shared those books in my Spring is Here video. So if you've watched that video, all of those books that were in there mentioned for bumblebees and for gardening, I also purchased during the sale. If you haven't seen that video yet, I will go ahead and list it in the description so that you guys can go ahead and check out that video. So the majority of the books that I picked up are for my kids. I haven't quite decided if these are like read alouds for next year or if maybe my kids are just going to use these for summer reading. I'll try to figure out, I just have to figure that out, but definitely don't have enough yet for summer reading and for read alouds for next year. So we'll get that worked out. But anyways, I will share the books I picked up with you guys and also go ahead and read the back to you so that you know what these books are all about, just in case you are also interested in them. We haven't read any of these yet, so I can't tell you whether or not they're any good, but hopefully you can get an idea if it's something that you or your kiddos want to read based off what the title is and what it says on the back of the book. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first book that I picked up for my kids is My Side of the Mountain, and that's this one here. And it says, Sam Gribley is terribly unhappy living in New York City with his family, so he runs away to the Catskill Mountains to live by himself. With only a penknife, a ball of cord, $40, and some flint and steel, he intends to survive on his own. Sam learns about courage, danger, and independence during his year in the wilderness, a year that changes his life forever. So that is this book here, and it's by Jean Craighead George. Surviving in the wilderness will be his greatest adventure. So the next book that I got was a recommendation from a friend of mine, and this is Hatchet by Gary Paulson. And on the back of this book it says 13-year-old Brian Robeson is on his way to visit his father when the single-engine plane which he is flying crashes. Suddenly, Brian finds himself alone in the Canadian wilderness with nothing but a tattered windbreaker and the hatchet his mother gave him as a present, and the dreadful secret that has been tearing him apart since his parents' divorce. But now Brian has no time for anger, self-pity, or despair. It will take all his know-how and determination and more courage than he knew he possessed to survive. So there's that book again, Hatchet. And then the next book that I picked up is by Victoria Jameson and Omar Mohammed, and it's When Stars Are Scattered. So this says, I'll read the little bubble here and then I'll read that. So in the bubble it says, refugee camps are supposed to be a temporary place to stay until it's safe to go back home. I guess no one expected the war to last this long, though, because Hassan and I have been here for 7 years. And then here it says, Omar and his younger brother Hassan have spent most of their lives in Dadaab, a refugee camp in Kenya. Life is hard there. Never enough food, achingly dull, and without access to the medical care Omar's nonverbal brother needs. So when Omar has the opportunity to go to school, he knows it might be a chance to change their future. But it would also mean leaving his brother, his only remaining family member, every day. Heartbreak, hope, and gentle humor exist together in this graphic novel about a childhood spent waiting and a young man who is able to create a sense of family and home in the most difficult of settings. It's an intimate, important, unforgettable look at the day-to-day life of a refugee, as told to the New York Times bestselling author artist Victoria Jameson by Omar Mohammed, the Somali man who lived the story and went to help so many other refugees. And so on. So there's that book. And then the next one that I purchased is The Stars Beneath Our Feet by David Barclay Moore, and that's it there. And it says, it all started with 2 garbage bags full of Legos. Or maybe it was Jermaine dying, or that fight they had before Maine got shot. Lolly's having a hard time knowing how to be without his older brother around. Seems like he's either sad or mad. The thing that helps most is building. His mom's girlfriend gave him 2 huge bags of Legos, and Lolly's working on a project so big it outgrows his apartment. But there are dangers outside, older guys who harass Lolly and jump in, and his friend Vega. What would your main want him to do? Get with the crew and take revenge, or build a different kind of role for himself? Lolly's going to have to figure this one out on his own. So that is this one here, The Stars Beneath Our Feet. And then I got Summer of the Woods, The Virginia Mysteries, Book 1 by Stephen K. Smith. We have another one of these that we read during U.S. History 1, which was about, I think it was Jamestown Shadows or something like that. But this one is, it says, when 10-year-old Derek and 8-year-old Sam moved with their family to Virginia, they had no idea what adventures the summer will bring. As the brothers explore their creaky old house and the deep surrounding woods, they uncover a 60-year-old mystery of a valuable coin collection stolen from the local museum. Join the boys as they spend their summer running from danger and searching the woods, secret caves, rushing waters, and hidden passageways for treasure and the rare 1877 Indian head cent coin. Okay, and so the last book that I picked up is Other Words for Home by Jasmine Warga. And that's this book here. And it says, okay, and so this one is on the front cover here. And this one says, I am learning how to be sad and happy at the same time. Jude never thought she'd be leaving her beloved older brother and father behind, all the way across the ocean in Syria. But when things in her hometown start becoming volatile, Jude and her mother are sent to live in Cincinnati with relatives. At first, everything in America seems too fast and too loud. The American movies Jude has always loved haven't quite prepared her for starting school in the U.S. and her new label of Middle Eastern, an identity she's never known before. But this life also brings unexpected surprises. There are new friends, a whole new family, and a school musical that Jude just might try out for. Maybe America, too, is a place where Jude can be seen as she really is. This lyrical, life-affirming story is about losing and finding home, and most important, finding yourself. So that is that book, and that is the last of the books that I picked up for my kiddos. And then the last 3 books are books that I picked up for myself. And the first one is a little book on the Christian life by John Calvin. There's that book here. And it is and this says, a Christian classic for every believer. For centuries, Christians of all ages have turned to this book to help guide them in their journey as they follow Christ. This book is one of the great classics of the Christian faith, calling believers to pursue holiness and endure suffering as they rest in Christ alone. In this new translation, Aaron Denlinger and Bert Parsons capture John Calvin's biblical faithfulness, theological integrity, and pastor's heart. This is a book for every Christian to pick up, read, and apply. So there is that one. Cute little book. And then I got a game plan for discussing your Christian convictions. The book is called Tactics, and it's by Gregory Kukul. I think that's how you say it. Not sure how to say his name, but the book is Tactics. And this one says, in a world increasingly indifferent to the Christian truth, followers of Christ need to be equipped to communicate with those who do not speak their language or accept their source of authority. In Tactics, 10th Anniversary Edition, Gregory Kukul demonstrates how to artfully regain control of conversations, keeping them moving forward in constructive ways through thoughtful diplomacy. You'll learn how to stop challenges in their tracks and how to turn the tables on questions or provocative statements. Most important, you'll learn about how to get people thinking about Jesus. Tactics provides the game plan for communicating the compelling truth about Christianity with confidence and grace. This expanded anniversary edition includes updates and expansions of existing tactics, as well as the addition of all new tactic and a chapter on many tactics filled with simple maneuvers to aid in discussion. So it also says, drawing on extensive experience defending Christianity in the public square, Gregory shows readers how to initiate conversations, effortlessly present the truth clearly, cleverly, and persuasively, graciously and effectively expose faulty thinking, skillfully manage the details of dialogue, maintain an engaging, disarming style even under attack. So this book is kind of just a book on apologetics. And then last but not least, this is one that I've been wanting this book for such a long time, and I should have gotten it before. And I shared with you guys in another video like some parenting books that I had recently gotten. It was a devotional and then another parenting book on parenting tweens. And those I'm really excited to get started on those. But this is another one that I'm getting for a lot of those similar reasons. And I've been wanting to read this for a really long time. So it was included in the sale. So I thought it was the perfect time to go ahead and pick it up. And this is Triggers, Exchanging Parents' Angry Reactions for Gentle Biblical Responses by Amber, Leah, and Wendy Speak. There's that book there. And this says, do you believe your struggle with anger stems from the wrong behavior you see displayed in your children? The knee-jerk reactions and blow-ups you're facing are often a result of a bigger set of triggers. Some of these are external, like a child's disobedience, backtalk, or selective hearing, while others are internal, like an overflowing schedule, sleep deprivation, or perhaps your own painful experiences from childhood. Triggers, Exchanging Parents' Angry Reactions for Gentle Biblical Responses, examines common parenting issues that cause us to explode inappropriately at our children. Moving beyond simple parenting tips on how to change your child's behavior, authors Amber, Leah, and Wendy Speak offer biblical insight and practical tools to equip and encourage you on the journey away from anger-filled reactions toward gentle biblical responses. So yes, like I said, I've been wanting this book for a really long time, and I don't know why I didn't buy it when I got the other books, but anyways, I'm so excited that I have it and I will list that video in the descriptions here too, where I have like a little mom chat with you guys about where I'm at in my parenting journey, especially now that I have 2 tweens, and it's presented some challenges to me. And so this book is something that I feel like I've needed for quite some time, but definitely needing now. And then if you're also looking for some other help as far as that goes, or you want to hear more about what I had to say about like my parenting journey, definitely check out that video, which I will have linked in the description. And those were the only 3 books that I got for myself during this book haul. That is all that I picked up. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and seeing some books that we have upcoming on our reading list, whether that is for this summer or maybe some of them for next school year. I just haven't quite decided yet, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like. And if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe. I would love to have you here as a part of my community, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!